2014 is just around the corner. We turn another calendar year. It's a time to take stock, certainly financially. A lot of things we have to take care of as one year ends and a new one begins. And at any time of the year, it is always good to take stock and to think about our future and things that we can do to manage, to change, and to prepare ourselves. So as we look ahead to 2014, let's look at your world, and let's look at three things that you can begin to do today to make 2014, 2015, and your whole life better by taking charge of your life and managing it and getting your spiritual life in order. I'm going to give you 3 points over these next 3 dailies, beginning with number three in the list, which is to begin now to get smart about the world. You know, at the end of every calendar year, the news organizations, they take a retrospective. What were the top events of the previous year? Some even make predictions as to what the next year will bring, trends in politics, in government, and in finance. But in your world, what is it that you can do to begin to get smarter about understanding the many things about the world and about life that are out there? Well, let me tell you, begin to ask a critical question, and that is, why do things matter in this world? As you look at what is taking place, ask, why does this matter? Every day, some news event takes place in Asia, in the Middle East, another bombing, another riot, another overthrow of a government, another crisis point erupts. In Europe, in our own United States of America and other areas, we see all kinds of major events, news, sometimes of a natural disaster, sometimes of a political nature, and understanding our world and what is taking place is so critical for us to even begin to pay attention to understanding the world we live in today. If we take 1 point from the teachings of Jesus Christ on this issue of looking at our world, it probably would be taking stock of what he said in Luke chapter 12 in verse 56, where Jesus said to the people, the Jews and the Pharisees in front of him, he said, you can look at the sky and you can tell the weather that's coming. It's going to be hot or it's going to be dry. You can determine the times by the sky, but you cannot discern this time. He's called them hypocrites. He said you can look at the sky, but you cannot discern this time in Luke 12 and verse 56. Well, we don't live in Jesus' time of the first century, but we do live in the 21st century. And Jesus' words to us to discern this time are still important for you and I to understand our world and this time and the events that are leading toward the end of this age and the fulfillment of Bible prophecy and the culmination of man's history on this earth. Getting a grip on that, understanding this world and getting smart about the world by asking certain questions like, why does the Middle East matter? Why does a bombing in Russia matter? Just this morning's news report that yesterday there were 2 bombings in Russia leading up to the Winter Olympics that are taking place. Why does that matter? There's an answer to that question beyond what we can talk about today. You find that out. You begin to ask that question about why this, why that, why this matters, and you will begin to take a major step toward fulfilling what Jesus said to discern this time and getting smart about your world. And that will help you be a smarter person, a more aware person, a more alert person in your own life in 2014. That's BT Daily. Join us tomorrow for point 2.